Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. So, PED pariah and reputed egg enthusiast Conor Benn returns with a 10-round decision over an unbelievably tough Mexican called Rodolfo Orozco. Orozco is 6'1", 24 years old, 32 wins with 24 KOs. He's now got 4 defeats, all on points. No draw. Oh no, actually, does have draws. He's got 3 draws, I think. But he started his career as a 108-pound light fly, he's only 16, and suddenly his huge growth spurt, and he's a very, very big welterweight because he dwarfed Conor Benn, who we all know about. 21 wins, no defeats, no draws. Benn, and from the word go, it would look really ominous because Benn was firing the right hand and landing it with almost impunity, full-bloodedly on Orozco's head, and the kid just didn't go anywhere. He just kept marching forward, walking forward. It was like that sort of Antonio Margarito, like a poor man's Antonio Margarito, soaking up punishment. There was a clash of heads in the second round, a cut which actually developed into quite a bad cut. It looked like a slice across the eyelid. And Benn just kept hitting this kid. He was shaken quite badly in one of the early rounds. I don't want to say the third round. Benn sort of battered him, got him onto the ropes, but by the end of the round, Orozco was coming back. And Orozco, on many occasions, had Benn on the ropes. He wasn't landing a tremendous amount of punches, and at no point did Benn look hurt. On the contrary, Benn, even though he was dwarfed by this, huge guy, he was the one doing the hurting, and he jabbed to the body very well, and he also fired some very good body punches, especially one which was in around about round 8, I think it was, which appeared to hurt Orozco. And in fact, there was an occasion when Benn landed a punch, I think it was it was either a hook or an overhand right, where Orozco seemed to sort of spin. He was a right hand, yeah, that's right. Because Orozco seemed to sort of spin, turn his back on Benn, and I don't think Benn realised how badly hurt Orozco was. That was around about round 8 or 9. But the first 5 rounds, because you had a feeling that Benn would eventually grind this kid down, and he looked like an accident waiting to happen. There's so many right hands were landing flush. Benn couldn't miss with the right hand. But the first 5 rounds were quite exciting, especially as Orozco showed a lot of defiance. The second half of the fights, it was 10-rounder. It kind of slipped into that, the rounds got a bit familiar, and you kind of thought, well, okay, Benn's... There were little flashes of excitement, but it was too much like one-way traffic. I mean, I had this fight 98-92 to Benn. One of the judges had it 96-94 to Benn, and the other two, I think, had it 99-91, so 9-1 in rounds, which was close to what I had. There's no doubt the right guy won, and Benn, yeah, I mean, getting those 10 rounds under his belt after 17 months out is fair enough. I think that's probably going to, do him a lot of good. As for Orozco, he's only 24, but if he carries on like this, taking that amount of punishment to the head, plus the fact he trains at the Wild Card gym, which is notorious for having some, kind of bloodthirsty sparring sessions, if he carries on like this, he'll be walking on his heels by the time he's 30. He needs to shore up that defence and start, all right, he's a tough Mexican, yeah, he's got the heart, he's got the guts, and there's no quitting the kid, but you've got to defend yourself, or you're gonna, we just saw what happened to Joe Joyce with Zhilei Zhang. This steel jaw is suddenly, shattered by one punch from Zhang. That happened only 6 hours or so ago, and Joyce got flattened, and now his career appears to be in tatters because the main attribute he had, which was this iron jaw, is now gone, and probably with it his confidence. So Orozco needs to watch himself, or he's gonna end up, he can't be that one-trick pony where your defence is taking punches to the face. It's not good for your health. Anyway, did you see this fight? It was on the undercard of Hitchens versus Zepeda on DAZN. Go and have a look at it if you're not aware of it. It's worth watching the folks, because Benn can be exciting for all his, the flaws and the stigma that's now attached to him. he is an exciting fighter. I like his style a lot, but yeah, it's just a shame what happened with the whole drug thing. Anyway, let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the like button. And I will read your comments and answer. Until then, bye for now.